It's Monday morning at about 11 a.m. in New York, and Texas police are reporting that a man in tactical gear with a rifle opened fire on Border Patrol officers in Texas. This happened at one of the detention facilities in McAllen, Texas. The McAllen, Texas facilities had been closed by the Biden administration because of inhumane conditions, but reopened by the Trump administration. Border Patrol and local police neutralized the shooter, and an ongoing investigation is being headed by the FBI. This is a totally separate incident from the one that took place on July 4th, where several suspects opened fire on a detention center in Texas and one police officer was shot. In addition to that, 15 people were caught by the Department of Homeland Security over this weekend vandalizing security cameras at detention centers and slashing the tires on federal vehicles. Now, unfortunately, Department of Homeland Security has not provided any information on who or how many people were arrested or where those people, if they were arrested and detained, are being held. And it's not just happening in Texas. There have also been incidents at the ICE detention centers in Portland and across the nation with families of people who are being detained saying that their family member is being kept in inhumane and disgusting conditions. We heard over the weekend that Alligator Alcatraz was going to accept its first detainees. I've not seen any photos of people actually being detained there, and 5 Democratic lawmakers were denied entry to the facility. The official Florida GOP account posting on X that these Democratic lawmakers should swing back to Alligator Alcatraz to pick up some swag. And if you had thought that we had reached the peak of depravity for the Republican Party as it relates to immigration, you would be sorely mistaken. As Republicans in Alaska are now joking that they don't have alligators, but they do have a lot of bears, and they should probably consider setting up their own version of an alligator Alcatraz. South Carolina Republican Nancy Mace said, "Dear DHS, we've got a swamp and a dream. Let's talk. South Carolina's gators are ready, and they're not big on paperwork. If I was governor, we'd be bringing alligator Alcatraz to South Carolina." State of Georgia's Republicans announced that they are working on building the largest detention facility in the nation. Governor Huckabee out of Arkansas is saying that she is building a new 3,000-bed prison. Idaho said they are committed to fulfilling Trump's vision for deportees by building a new prison in Idaho. Stephen Miller, spokesperson for the White House, saying, "We want to go to every Republican state to build some sort of alligator Alcatraz." Of course, in a sane country, Democrats would want to do that too, but they love the illegals and they hate Americans. And then called for every governor in every red state in America to call the White House to get some money from this new budget that passed to build more alligator Alcatrazes. Despite all of the cruelty and threats, the resistance to ICE kidnappings and the inhumane conditions at these detention centers continues to grow. Things are likely to get worse before they get better, but like Heather Cox Richardson says, it's not over until the good guys are winning.